Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where you come for the latest crypto news, education, and a path to prosperity. Today is October 13th, 2021. And what we're going to do today is take a look at all the YouTube channels that I watch on a daily basis. Now, we'll be going through every single channel, and then I'll be telling you essentially what they do and what area of the market they cover. So if that pings you, then I suggest that you check out those websites or those YouTube channels, and I'll be leaving the links below. And I do hope and ask that you click on those links to go to the other YouTube channels, because YouTube itself likes it when that happens. So those will be in the description below this video. And remember, I am not a financial advisor, so anything that I say is just financial opinion. So let's start off with Coin Bureau. Love Coin Bureau. Besides the fact that he's got an English accent, he gives reviews on the most respectable tokens out there, and also tutorials on how to do certain things. So I highly suggest you go there and check him out as often as possible. He also does a weekly news roll-up where he goes over the news on Mondays. Lark Davis is what I like to say, Mr. Hopium. He always gives a bullish view, but at the same time, he will bring it back down to earth sometimes and give an overview of the market. But I have to say, I like to listen to him first thing in the morning, because I get happy about the market and stay positive, because we always have to zoom out and take a look at what's happening overall, not just what's happening daily. Because since I look at the charts and I look at the markets all the time, it's good to keep perspective on the whole of the market, and he does a great job of that. Digital Asset News. This is the most grounded person, I believe, in the YouTube community. He, I believe, he used to be a doctor. He works with Amazon currently, and also he does a daily video, and it's all about news. Now, one of the coolest things about him is he created a website. Let me see if it's down at the bottom here. That is strictly for, strictly for education. So you can go to this website, danteachescrypto.com, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, it's not showing up here, but it's a free tutorial on everything that you could want in crypto. So I highly suggest you check that out. Benjamin Cohen, if you like technical analysis, or if you want to learn more about it, I highly suggest you watch his channel. He's one of the most respected technical analysis interpreters, and what he likes to talk about is lengthening cycles. I touched on this a little bit yesterday, and lengthening cycles means that 2013 after the halving, 2017, and now the time frame for the expansion and the growth of Bitcoin is getting longer and longer. So it's a lengthening of the cycle. So he talks about that a lot, and again, gives you a great overall perspective from a technical analysis point of view. Speaking of technical analysis, I subscribe to Market Rebellion. I put this in the link or in the description down below, and it's because I love how that you can look up a token, and besides the fact that they have several indicators that you can put on there, they have something called the TD sequential. And when the TD sequential numbers hit either a green 2 or a red 9, essentially a lot of times that is a buy signal. So I like to look at that on a daily basis just to see what the trend is. Let me see if I have it pulled up over here. Yeah, so it's up. Okay, so you see these numbers here. All right, so see how the green 2 here, and then what happened afterwards. Okay, So green 2 here, it went up, but then went down just a little bit. So same thing for red 2. Red 2 means that it's trending down. Now, there's no way to tell how long that will happen for, or like we saw over here, or there's a green 2. Now it went up, but it didn't go up by very much. But you get to watch, you get to know what's happening in the market, and if you wanted to get into this, I think it's a great indicator. It's what's worked best for me. All right, moving on to Elio Trades. Elio was one of the first YouTubers that I started watching, and he actually started his own right here token called Superfarm, and it launches NFT protocols off of that platform. But he loves to talk about NFTs. Let's see. Well, he did talk about 134K Bitcoin today, but NFTs, alt seasons, NFTs. So since he has created his own token that is essentially built around NFTs, he does talk about that a lot. But I love his perspective, so I watch him. Altcoin Daily is all news. And you'll see me pull up a lot of their screenshots because they bring news from all over. And what I like about every single one of these channels is they'll mention what's happening in the news. So I'll bring a perspective from each one of these, and not all of them catch all the news. That's why I like to watch all of them, and you'll get all of them on this channel. Tokenmetrics, this is something that I subscribe to. It's an actual platform where they have artificial intelligence look through sentiment and also the charts and giving buying signals. Unfortunately, in order for me to get the most out of it, it is too much money on a monthly basis. However, their channel, Bill Noble, is amazing. He does technical analysis. He was in the traditional finance for years, so I love having his perspective. And then we talked about the decoupling of the traditional market, the S&P, from Bitcoin the other day. He gives perspective on that. So I love watching this channel, along with everybody else on the channel. They're great too. CryptoTube, love this guy. He has given me a lot of what we call low cap gems. So low cap tokens that haven't come out yet. And that's what he does. That's what he looks at. And he's been able to find the narrative before it happens. And also the pumps. So right here, right there, 100x bet on gaming. Animoca Brands, by the way, backed by Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX Exchange. FTX, by the way, I forget what the term is, but their name is on the stadium for the Miami Heat. They are going big time. So he's backing Animoca Brands. So anything that Animoca Brands backs is most likely going to be doing very well. Chico Crypto, I consider him a investigative journalist. The tokens that he talks about, he backs. He's not trying to shill. He's not trying to pump them up. All he does, not all he does, but what he does is takes a look at different companies and markets and makes the connection. He's the one that found Energy Web Token. He's the one that connected it to Tesla. The Tesla batteries are in these homes in Australia on the grid where they're testing EWT, Energy Web Token. These Tesla batteries are being powered by solar panels of these houses in various ways, and they're creating the energy, and whatever extra they have, they're giving it back to the grid and actually getting paid for it. So I find it hilarious that Elon Musk says that he doesn't know much about crypto and that he supports Doge when he knows for a fact his batteries are powering a grid run by Energy Web Token. Think it's hilarious. George Gammon, this guy is awesome. love his attitude. You got to watch his whiteboard videos. I mean, they're just hilarious. But he talks about everything. I like to look at macroeconomists. He is a real estate investor um, by trade, but he looks at the macro and he puts things together. So I love to get his perspective instead of just staying in crypto all the time. Jason Pezzino, like him, he has a different way to look at TA, and it's just different from everybody else that's out there. Crypto Stash talked about him the other day. He's NFTs and gaming, so if that's something that you're interested in, gotta watch him. Crypto and Mo, this guy just came on the scene, and Altcoin Daily are the ones that talked about him. I started following him, and I got to say, everything that he's been saying within like 3, 4, 5 days has been happening. All right. As for these faces, guys, I've been meaning to ask you, should I start doing this? I don't know. I just don't know if I can do it. But leave comments below. Paul Barron, this guy is mainly tech, but he talks about crypto and investing, and I love what he's been doing. And he's got some indicators too that's kind of similar to Market Rebellion. And I put it in the last video. Actually, no, I'm sorry, the next video I'm going to talk about with Polygon. It's going to be in there. Kitco News, love this. This is all over. This is traditional markets. This is macro. This is Bitcoin, gold, silver. It's a little bit of everything. So I kind of nitpick what I want to watch from there. This is the funniest show that's out there. Unfortunately, I haven't seen a lot of videos lately, sadly. But Alex Mascioli used to be in hedge funds, and now he does trade the chain. Let's see if this is pulled up. He's leading up this. But this this is the funniest show that's out there. Okay, he leads it, and then the guys from Market Rebellion, these two guys come over, and then also Dan teaches crypto from up here at Digital News. So it's a conglomeration. It's all these guys working together, and it's the funniest show that's out there. I love it. And then Real Vision. This is Raoul Pal. Now they have it's further down. I just don't want to go further into it. They have a crypto section. Okay. But I like watching this. This is, again, from Raoul Pal. He's a macro investor, very successful. I respect everything that he has to say. And this is his company. He built this for people to have knowledge. And I respect that because that's what I'm doing. All right, guys, those are all the videos that or YouTube channels that I watch as often as possible. So I'm going to be leaving links for every single one of their latest videos down below. Please click on them, check them out for any one of those that you might find entertaining or find value in. I'll see you in the next video.